Hello guys and welcome back to my channel. Today in this video I'm going to check the VTX-mini by Matek Systems. In this video I'm going to go over its features, show you how to configure it, and then measure its output strength and head outdoors and test it out. Inside its bag, along with the VTX, you're getting a linear antenna with a 90 degrees MMCX connector and also a 20x20 to 30.5 by 30.5 millimeters adapter. In terms of features, the Matek VTX-mini supports 40 channels. It has a selectable output strength of 25, 200, 400 and 800 mW, supports speed mode, IRC Tramp protocol, uses an MMCX connector, and its working voltage is between 6 to 36 volts. In addition, it features an onboard microphone. It has a PINIO pad which will enable you to turn on and off the VTX using your remote controller. And it also has TX and RX pads, which are going to enable you to flash new firmware to the VTX and also configure it. In terms of dimensions, the VTX-mini weighs 4.4 grams, not including the 30.5 by 30.5 millimeters adapter, and 5.5 grams including it. It's using 20 by 20 millimeters M3 mounting holes, and its outer dimensions are 28 by 28 by 4 millimeters. Now I've got the VTX-mini connected to the Flywoo F45 flight controller. It's getting directly the battery voltage, connected to the video out of the flight controller, and the telemetry pad is connected to the Uart TX4, which is set to use IRC Tramp protocol. In order to set the output strength and the frequency of the VTX, you have two options. First of all, you can use the IRC Tramp protocol feature, which is my preferred option, and you can also set the VTX manually using buttons A and B. You should note that in case you would like to set up the VTX manually, you must turn off the IRC Tramp protocol feature. Short pressing button A is going to enable you to set the output strength, band, and the channel. So when the LED is flashing, you can change the selection by short pressing button B. If you're not going to touch any buttons for 3 seconds, the LED is going to stop flashing and your settings are going to be saved. In case you would like to enter pit mode, you will need to short press button B while the LED is not flashing. And now, as you can see, the pit mode is flashing and the output strength of the VTX is set to 1 mW. In order to exit pit mode, just short press button B again. And now you can simply configure the VTX by short pressing button A and switch between all the available options. In addition, I also connected the PINIO pad with the LED pad of the flight controller, which is not being used, and now I'm going to show you how to configure it. So what you need to do is to connect the flight controller to your computer and head over to Betaflight. Hit connect, head over to the CLI tab, and type resource. After pressing enter, you're going to see all the resources of your flight controller. I used the LED strip, which is allocated to C08. So you have to write this number down, and now you will have to free the resource that you are going to use. So you're going to type resource LED strip 1 or any other resource that you're going to use. For example, you can also use serial RX1 and etc. And then we are going to type none. Now this resource was freed and we can assign it to PINIO 1. So you'll have to type resource PINIO 1 and then C08, which was the original value of the LED strip. Now the resource was set, and now in order to configure the PINIO box to work with the VTX-mini, you will have to type set PINIO underscore box equals 40, hit enter, type save, and press enter in order to save the settings. The next thing that you need to do is to assign an auxiliary switch to user 1 in order to turn on and off the VTX. So you'll have to head over to modes, search for user 1, add range. I'm going to use auxiliary number 4 and assign it to this value over here, and then just hit save. Now as you can see, the VTX is turned off. However, when I'm going to flip the auxiliary 4 switch, it's going to be turned on. The easiest way to configure the VTX is using the IRC Tramp protocol. So first of all, make sure that the telemetry pad on the VTX is connected to a free TX UART port on your flight controller. Then under the port section of Betaflight, simply select IRC Tramp protocol next to the Uart port that you chose to use, and then you can configure the VTX either using Betaflight CLI or using Betaflight OSD. So in order to enter the IRC Tramp menu on Betaflight OSD, you will have to set the throttle to mid position, yaw to the left, pitch to the top, and then you can use the pitch and roll sticks in order to navigate to features, VTX-TR, which stands for VTX Tramp protocol, and over here you can set the channel and the power. You should note that 25 is 25 milliwatts, 100 and 200 stands for 200 milliwatts, 400 for 400 milliwatts, and 600 represents 800 milliwatts. After you chose your desired options, navigate to set, and now your settings were applied. The next thing that I've done is to measure the output strength of the VTX and also its temperature, and then I headed outdoors and tested it out. Overall, I can tell you that the VTX-mini offers some really nice features and also has a very good LC filter. The downside, however, is that I couldn't get really far with it, so you should keep it in mind when buying the VTX. I hope you will enjoy the rest of this video, and as always, if you have any questions, feel free to ask them in the comment section down below. Don't forget to leave a thumbs up if you like this video, and consider subscribing to my channel and hitting the notifications bell if you're not already subscribed. See you on my next videos, and goodbye.
Let's sing a song full of hope, full of pain. Why don't you sing along, my friend? For it's our last refrain. Forever young, ever strong, ever brave. Memories like this never end. No, they don't fade away. So when I'm gone, oh, when I'm gone, I'll be right there, close to the sun. Keep holding on, keep holding on. And I'll be right there, close to the sun, close to the sun. Close to the sun. Here's to the ones who let shine through the rain, the ones who stood for something more. We won't forget your names. The tide is high, say goodbye, we're setting sail, and all those midnight secrets told, we'll take them to the grave. So when I'm gone, oh, when I'm gone, I'll be right there, close to the sun. Keep holding on, keep holding on. And I'll be right there, close to the sun, close to the sun. Close to the sun. So when I'm gone, oh, when I'm gone, I'll be right there, close to the sun. Keep holding on, keep holding on. And I'll be right there, close to the sun, close to the sun.